Hello students, how are you all? I hope you all would be fine there. Welcome to this session of English literature. Today we are going to discuss the notes of Merchant of Venice, Act 1, Scene 1. So let's see our first extract. Now this extract is spoken by Antonio. In sooth, I know not why I am so sad. It wearies me. You say it wearies you, but how I caught it, found it, or came by it, what stuff this made of, whereof it is born, I am to learn, and such a want which sadness makes of me that I have much ado to know myself. Now, this extract is spoken by Antonio. Here he is referring to why he is so sad. He also does not know the reason of his sadness. He is telling his friends Celerino and Celanio that he does not know that why he is so much sad. He does not know where this sadness came from. So let us see the questions. Our first question is, where are Antonio and his friends? What does Antonio say about his sadness? Now answer. Antonio and his friends are in a street of Venice. Where they are present? They are present in a street of Venice. Now our next question is, what does Antonio say about his sadness? Antonio says that he is sad and he does not know the reason of his sadness, for which he has become a dull fellow. It means that Antonio was not knowing the reason of his sadness, and that is why he was feeling so much dull. Now, our next question is, give the meaning of. Here we have to give the meanings of the phrases given below. Now, let's see. Our first phrase is, whereof it is born. Now, what is the meaning of this phrase in the extract? The meaning of this phrase is, from where the worries originates. Okay, whereof it is born means where does the worries originates from. Next one is a want with sadness. What is the meaning of the phrase a want with sadness? It means that the sadness which makes him a dull fellow. The sadness which was making him a dull fellow. Now next phrase is, that I have much ado to know myself. Here this phrase means that Antonio says that the sadness makes him such a dull fellow that he fails to know who he is. Now what is the meaning of this is, why Antonio was so much sad. He was so much sad and it was making him so much dull, and that is why he was unable to recognize himself. Okay, students. Now, our next question is, what reason does Salarino give as the probable cause of Antonio's melancholy? So, this question means that according to Salarino, what was the reason for Antonio's melancholy, Antonio's sadness? Now, the answer for this extract is, Celerino gives the probable cause of Antonio's melancholy, that his mind is at the sea. He is worried about his ships which are at sea. Now, what does this mean? Celerino means that Antonio is sad, Antonio is melancholy because his mind was at sea. His mind was occupied by his ships which were at sea. Okay? Now, the next question is, state in your own words the scene on the ocean as described by Celerino when Antonio's ships were sailing. And what does this question means? Here you have to describe the scene of that ocean which was described by Celerino in the extract. Okay, the answer is, Celerino said that Antonio's ships are filled with the cargo and move on the waves like great lords and wealthy citizens. Now, what Celerino is saying that the Antonio ships are filled with cargoes. Cargoes mean stuffs, and they are moving on the waves like great ships, like wealthy citizens. Like here, rich citizens occupy the whole land. No, they dominate. The poor people. In the same way, his great ships are like wealthy citizens. The large ships pass in a magnificent procession and rule over the smaller ships. His large ships are so much huge, are so much magnificent that they are dominating the smaller ships. The small ships bow before the bigger ship as they speed past them with their canvas. Now the bigger ships of Antonio, they just speed past them. They just pass them with such a speed with their canvas sailing. Okay, so this is the answer of this question. Now, similarly, these are the questions, and some extracts are also given along with answers. So, try to write these answers on your own. This is it for today. Thank you so much.